Yes. You know what? I just wondered, are we keeping track of like what episode we're on?
This is episode 11.
Episode 11.
Episode
That's
11.
pretty good, man.
It's nice, eh?
Yeah,
It's nice.
man.
It's not bad.
Rapusha nyana.
Awesome.
Yes, man.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
You know.
It's not the same. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Let's get to like episode 100.
Yeah, I think
90 to go.
Yeah, if we can push by 100, we should be somewhere, Joe.
Nah.
If by episode 100 we don't have like 10,000,
Nah, dog.
by 10,000 subscribers by 100, dog, I think that's a reasonable.
It's yeah. If
goal,
it doesn't
right?
happen, it's like, ish, guys, just
It's chai.
quit.
It's
quit
chai.
while you're
Quit while you're behind. Quit while
No
you're
need
behind.
to finish
dog.
the race, bro.
No.
They've packed
100
out.
episodes. That's
They've
what we're looking
packed
at. That's 3-4
You know what I'm
years.
saying? Like,
That's
nah.
3-4 years of doing this shit.
Nah.
If so, please, guys, those of you who are watching, share
Please
the damn
subscribe,
thing.
share,
Subscribe.
comment,
Help us to reach where we are trying to go. Because otherwise, if 100 episodes comes and
you guys are
there's
still
no
here.
movement, then it's just you guys.
Nah.
Then we have to go
We must figure out
an
something
alternative option.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but let's not be negative. We're gonna get there, man. Half the time.
You know. Riqala guy.
Hey, man, so many
What's
things
been
have
happening?
happened.
Yo, man, some music has been coming out. P.O just dropped an album.
I heard a song from P.O yesterday.
Yeah.
On my Spotify freaking autoplay, what.
Sure.
Some joint with a Michael Jackson sample in it.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I haven't
the
bumped
Leave Me
it.
Alone sample in it. Leave Me Alone. I
Okay.
don't know if it's from his new project, but it sounded nice.
Oh, wait.
I wonder.
I heard the first track of the project, and I didn't know he was Xhosa, dog.
Is it Xhosa?
Yeah, he's hitting the Xhosa flows up in there, bro.
Word.
It sounds fresh. I was playing it at the office, and I was like, I need to be in a nice space to bump this so I can digest it properly. But yeah, I saw that and I got excited. Younger posted a snippet on his IG.
Okay.
Sounds nice, bro. I like that Younger, bro.
Is it?
That snippet? Ooh, man.
I
It's nice.
guess guys are coming out and look, I mean, somebody that dropped it was a while ago. I think it was already almost a month now. It's pretty ugly. Drop Dust.
Sure.
And he's always been pretty consistent with it.
Sure.
I have to say, I expected
More. Yeah.
Not because I think because I hold pretty to like a really I put
Really
him on
high
a
standard,
pedestal,
yeah.
you know. And it's not the bars. The bars are
The buzzer, it's
hard.
fucking standard,
The
bro.
bars are harder than hard, my guy. In fact, those bars are carrying that project, but like he raps
100%.
as usual.
For
As
me,
usual.
it was. I remember when you heard it, you're like, you're disappointed. I was like, man, and I didn't bump it. And when I listened to it, like, stand at the bars, the concepts were dope, but there was something, and I still can't
Put your finger
put
on
your
what
finger
exactly
on,
it
you know
is.
what I mean? But it was more around the sonics.
The production.
the production, the musicality of everything tying together.
Yeah.
It didn't
Just
feel
didn't hit the
the
spot.
spot,
Just
it
hit
didn't
the spot.
feel finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a little bit more, maybe another month with an engineer.
With an engineer,
Would've
maybe bring
really-
in some keys here and there. I don't know.
You
I
know.
don't know what it needed. I just think sonically it was just missed the bar by a little bit. But
Yeah.
as usual, it's a pretty ugly album, man. If
Yeah, I
you're a
know.
fan, you're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it. It was nice. I spoke about this one in earlier episodes, but Big Star Johnson's album, that's a favorite. I like the song with Stino Le 20.
Fair show.
Yeah.
Eba fete huirala.
Hey.
Song.
That joint goes in, bro.
Dog.
That joint goes in.
No,
the single I found out that the first single, the one they shot a video for, he he had released it a few years ago.
Oh, is
It
it?
didn't catch, but it was. So if you check the video, it starts off saying this is not a remix.
Mm.
It's a sample. So he sampled the original joint
Okay.
and then made a new
Made a new
joint. Yeah,
joint.
called it something different, but like you can hear
Oh,
like it's. Yeah, I dig that he did that.
that's a dope
Yeah,
idea.
I really dig that he did that.
What if we
Because the new
did?
one is fresh. I mean, the old one is also fresh.
Yeah.
But yo, this new one is I forgot what it's called, but yo, slaps.
No, I think
Slaps.
there's and you and Mix talked about Big Star about there's some interview he did where he's talking about his journey, cutting off his hair, and
Yeah,
what
yeah.
fatherhood has done for him as a man, and just breaking loose from the artist he was trying to be for the industry
Word.
to just being the artist he thinks he is.
Word.
And it really translates in this project. For me, this is the best local rap album right now
Yeah.
because it's just nice. Yeah, flow, Joe.
Yeah,
Like
flow
yeah,
on it.
flow.
Even Jay Jody, man. I keep talking about this again. I'm saying it. Jay Jody's project. I didn't even know that guy was Reese's brother.
Oh, Jay Jody, Aisha's brother, like
Yeah.
biological.
Biological.
Oh,
Gate
word.
ya ne ke botsa, I think it was mar I was share ba tshwana man. They're brothers, these ones. They sound the same also if you listen closely. But I never really paid attention to Jay Jody as an MC. Because benchmark, I was like,
Yes,
okay,
they're
ke Malik
all yeah,
Diale.
exactly.
But listening to this, he's got a joint with Black Les. That's my favorite joint on the project. It's nice, bro. The
Is
beat
it?
selection for me, it's probably my favorite this year
What's the name of the
because
project? Do you
of
know?
the beat selection, like and the way he rides it. Ah, it's nice. It's nice. I'm gonna tell you now the name of it. It's called Release Form.
Oh, release form.
Release Form. It dropped, I think, in Feb.
Okay.
Really
Okay.
nice, bro. Really, really nice project. The joint with I mean, he's got Ginger Trail on here, Black Les. The other guys are Keba Yitsibo, Nyota Parker.
No, I don't know who that
Keba
is.
Yitsi. Let me check it out, Olebona. But it's too
Yeah.
nice, bro. Out of my head with Black Les. That's a dope joint.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it
Dope
brings
joint.
us to something I wanted to discuss. There's a clip on what's this guy's podcast? But this guy, this light skin guy that used to rap with
Joe Biden.
no no
Not
no
Joe
no
Biden.
no 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 Zinga.
Oh,
Zinga.
Zinger.
Zinga's podcast. He's got
Okay.
an episode lately where he's got two other guys on there, and they're talking about okay, why
Oh,
isn't
with
hip
with
hop?
Bash and
Yes, yes.
what's his? It's in Bash. Shishiliza.
Is it Shishiliza now?
Shishiliza.
Or Brandil?
Yeah, Shishiliza. When it comes to the music,
Is he
Shishiliza.
rapping?
No, he's producing,
Oh,
man.
is
He's
he?
producing. They're a duo. Kgate ba bitswang, bruh. Ish, a itse gore, you know.
Can't keep track. I get ratso fala,
Go
bro.
busy. Social media, a re bale le gore bo mang ke bo mang, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his collaborator, they're a duo. They just dropped the song Libone.
Okay.
Flight Yao say dope joint. Go
Is
check it
it?
out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, you must send
It's
it
like
to me.
house, my piano, Afro soul. Like it's nice, bro. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice.
I mean, speaking to, they were talking about why is hip hop not banging in the clubs, and some of the points they made was shit. The music is whack. The music is just not dope enough.
Sure,
Guys are not making music for the hands,
sure.
so we can't bang it in the clubs because the clubs is we want hands in the clubs.
Away.
And then yeah, man. And then the other dude was like, "Yo, rappers they don't freaking share their music. They don't make DJ packs, stuff like that." Which makes I think
I mean, we are also a victim of that.
yes,
But I think with us, it was more so a thing of we don't make music for the club.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But recently, like end of last year, I was getting inquiries on Instagram from DJs and bars, and saying like, "Yo, man, can we use this? Can we use that? And I realized, oh, we don't have DJ packs. We don't actually think about
We don't
making
even think
DJ
about it.
packs
Yeah.
when we're in the mixing phase of the project. And I think it's very important because yeah, man, you need as many people as possible to have access to your
To your
music
music.
and have access to the kind of assets they need to be able to do what they do.
What they do.
Because being a DJ is a craft as well, right? So yeah, it's something that I don't think ever gets spoken
It
about,
doesn't get spoken about enough,
you
bro.
know?
Especially for people within our particular lane
Yeah.
where we're making kind of semi-conscious rap music.
Yeah.
The first time it came across was when he did that song with Liquid,
Yes.
Iketli.
Yes.
And he was like, the first thing he did
DJ Pack.
was DJ Pack.
DJ
But I was
Pack
like,
put it
okay,
out.
you
And there
know,
was an actual platform for DJ packs. We had no, you know what I mean? I mean, we did from Tenasu, we had a DJ pack for Boom Baptism.
did
But
we have
that's
a DJ Pack for that?
yeah,
Oh,
but that's
okay.
because Boom Baptism wasn't mixed by me. You know, it was mixed by
Oh,
somebody else, and
okay.
he gave
He
us
gave us the
full
full.
thing, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh shit, we need to be doing this." But again, I never
it didn't
did
even
it.
cross your mind.
There was no time. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
lot of work.
Yeah.
But moving forward, I think it's a very, very important thing having it easily accessible. Larentari press
Yeah,
release
DJ
the
Pack
DJ
as well.
pack,
And
bro.
when you say "Hore, we don't make music for the club," DJs don't only play in the club.
100%.
You know what I mean? DJ play gigs, events, afternoon events, boma chill session.
Chill session. You never know what kind
You
of
never know
vibe
what kind of vibe
they're
your
gonna be
music will
playing at.
work
Yeah.
at. And
Yeah.
if your DJ is a fan, they're gonna want to put you on. And how about twos?
Our tools.
You know what
Now
I
I
mean?
must go download your song.
Gigs and
Orogakana.
remove your
You know what I
vocals
mean? It's
and
a nah.
just
I'm not
making
gonna do
more
it.
work for them.
Nah.
So
Facts.
I think one of the big takeaways from that particular conversation is just a reminder to add as many layers of helping people find your music as possible, and creating a DJ pack is one of them.
100%.
On the issue of music not being hot, I have to say, bruh, my listening to hip hop music has
It's gone down, eh?
dwindled significantly,
Yep.
bro. Like
Yep.
I listen to. I'm not listening to house, bruh. Like house,
Hey, what's Soledad?
bruh, because it's not.
It's
It's not
make
taking
sure,
out,
eh?
but I didn't
It's-
say, bruh.
Yo,
I
it's
didn't
not
say,
make sure, bruh.
because you have to look so hard to find something dope within the
Word.
hip hop space. Whereas within piano, dance, even pop, there's just a baseline standard which is listenable,
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas in the hip hop, in my opinion, most of it is just, you can't even listen to it, though.
I was watching those UK boys, Shits and Giggles, and this dude they were talking about signs that you are getting old, right? And Fuhad was like, "Yo, when I listen to hip hop now, anybody with like a little what in their name, it's just noise, bro." It's just noise to me, my G. It's noise.
Bruh, that is
Can't
so
fuck with this
factual,
shit.
bruh.
Yo.
That is
Oh
so
man,
true.
it's like it's
That
a
is
lot.
so true. And yeah, give me Kibutsofi, because I don't even know. I can't even name you one song. I know Lil Joe Cole, because J. Cole spazzed on that
Or with Lil
all my
Yachty.
life.
With Lil Yachty.
Is it Yagi?
The recipe.
No, I don't know that
Secret-
one.
you don't know it?
All my life, that gospel one.
Oh, that one.
That's Lil Durk.
Lil Durk, yeah.
Yeah,
I,
I
ne-
keep
I,
eating,
never,
bruh.
I never pumped that song. I just heard J. Cole's verse.
Yeah,
Mama
he's
Farata
yeah.
I think he won a Grammy or something like that.
You
that
think
song.
so?
I think so.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. It's a nice song.
But it's a nice song.
It's a very
There's
nice
the
song.
one with Lil Yachty.
Who told you, boy? Yeah, Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty. Yachi. Lil Yachi. And J. Cole was on his podcast and they were talking about how that song actually
Came about.
came about. And Lil Yachty actually was just tapping into that space. And he sent it to Drake, J. Cole, like just niggas he regards, right? And he's like, yo,
What do you think?
what do you think? That's what I'm trying to do. What do you think? And J. Cole is like, nigga, I'm jumping for this shit, you know. And he spazzed on that. I mean, even Lil Yachty, I want to say it's bars, but I like that version of
yeah,
him,
of
you know.
him, yeah.
I really do. And J Cole spazzed as usual, like
Yeah, I think one thing J. Cole is
that
doing
guy,
is
bro.
he's giving guys like you and I more a way into listening to these guys
These
that you
guys,
would
yes,
never otherwise listen to,
sure.
even though it hasn't really gone beyond the actual song that J. Cole is on.
But at least now we're
At least
aware that
now
these
I'm aware
niggas
of
out
them,
here.
and they're not that bad. I don't
Mm.
know. Maybe it's because when they're in their own lane, it doesn't work for our ears.
Yeah.
But when they're trying to
And it's
be a little
also
bit
it's
more
also
lyrical,
it's also hard for you like only one fella and be like "Ke a go tla la Little Yachty."
ay,
I'm going to search and Little Yachty.
album, we will tell
Nah,
Little
bro.
Yachty.
Nah. I
When are you
can't.
gonna do that?
Nah.
It's not gonna happen.
Nkita tsebe.
So it's J. Cole who's putting these niggas on, actually. To us, anyway. They're
Word.
already on. They're already on. But onto the in terms of the old heads or
Word.
open, close, inverted commas. Speaking of J. Cole, Joe Biden had a podcast recently where he's talking about, there's always the big three,
Sure.
Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, and people argue a lot about who's number one, and they put it. One of the guys that's always a guest there.
Mm.
I don't know his name. He's like Drake is the biggest star. J. Cole is the best rapper,
Mhm.
and Kendrick is the best artist on there. And then I thought that is probably the best way to put it, because
Yeah.
the best rapper one with Kendrick is tricky.
It's tricky
It's
because
tricky because
but Cole has been spazzing.
yeah, Cole. I
Like
mean, nobody can argue.
the last 2 years, every fucking verse, bro.
yeah. It's a 2-year run of
Every
like
verse,
unfuckwithable bars.
Every verse.
Unfuckwithable, dog. Like, yeah, what rapper demand?
Yeah.
I mean, Kendrick, and why it resonated with me is that the guy said that Kendrick makes bodies of work, like he makes art in terms
Yeah.
of when you look at his albums, right? Each one stands on
What-
its own.
What's
a
interesting about
piece of art.
Kendrick's albums, if you go through each of them, right, they are set up as as like a format, right?
Media format.
A media format of sorts, like to Pimp a Butterfly. No, not
That's
to Pimp a
You're
Butterfly.
talking about Good Kid, Mad City was photography.
Yes, but it was how did this person put it? So let me start with the most recent one. The most recent one was like it was a play,
Yes.
right? The To Pimp a Butterfly was a poem.
Oh.
It was set up like a poem because the entire album is reading that poem.
Yes.
That he's reading.
I was
to-
conflicted.
Yes, that he's reading
Yes.
to Park. And then Good Kid, Mad City was like a movie, like a Boys in the Hood
Yes.
type energy. You know what I mean?
Oh snap!
Yeah. So it's
And then
crazy that he does
Damn,
that.
what was Damn?
Damn was a magazine.
Was a magazine.
Was a magazine.
Oh my
Fucking
days.
crazy, right?
Dog. And that I also heard that too. And then when I heard that, I went back and listened to Pimp a Butterfly, and it
Yeah.
was true. And then I went back and listened to, and it just blows your mind
like,
even
how,
further. How
dude?
do you think that hard?
And that's why it takes so long for this nigga
Yeah.
to give us music.
And
But
that's why his
when you
music-
play it, you play for a long
you play
time.
for a
bro.
long time. And
You
even
know.
now, if you go back, it'll still
It's still smack.
it
You hear
stands
new
the test
shit,
of
bro.
time.
You hear new shit in there. Like, I mean, from Damn, there was that joint, Darkworth. I like when I played Darkworth, it was just the situation. But when who broke it down? Somebody broke it down. You know these guys on the internet.
On the internet
Hey, they
that
have
go
time.
deeper.
Hey, they have time.
Hey,
these
man,
guys,
everybody's got their own
you
lane.
know. And he's like, that particular song is about Top Dog and Kendrick's dad, like their first interaction. That's insane.
How what I think
Top
the
Dog
Top Dog tried to rob
the McDonald's or
McDonald's or
KFC.
KFC where Kendrick's
where
dad was
Kendrick's dad was
working.
working,
And
and
then
this
Kendrick's
nigga
dad
just
offered him
free
chicken and
food
said, let him go. And then Top Dog was like, I like this nigga, let him live.
away.
And then now
Years
he
later, they
signed to
met
him.
in studio where
Yeah.
Kendrick is recording some shit. It's
Wild,
insane, bro.
wild,
Insane,
wild. So I think,
insane,
I think
insane.
in terms of, I think that's a great way to put it,
Mm.
especially, at least for now. For now,
Yeah.
because
And
best,
Cole, as great a lyricist as he is, the artistry part of it, he's not as tapped in
he's not
as
tapped in like that. He just
like
want to make
Kendrick.
dope songs.
Yeah,
And to be honest, he's more about killing them
I
niggas.
gotta kill these niggas at every.
He's about
at
killing
all
them
costs,
niggas. He's
my
got
nigga.
that hash one mentality. He's like, I don't give a
At
fuck.
all
I am
cost,
killing
my nigga.
everybody.
You can't even for a second believe,
You can't.
think you were or you what,
You're part of the conversation.
bro?
I remember when Kendrick dropped Control. And everybody got in their feelings.
yeah.
I'm sure J. Cole was like, oh.
Oh, are we out?
Oh, is that
Okay,
where we at?
doing? He's been on that mandate since, bro.
J.
Since.
Cole, for me, that's my favorite rapper actually.
He has been on that fucking mandate.
He is
bro.
on job. He
You
is
know.
on job, bro. And yeah, man, shout out to him.
Yeah, no, I question me, wish him.
Yeah. What else can we talk about?
Neri ntshitse di-comedy cast topic here. Oh, we're talking about free music earlier. Like, Vince Staples was on Joe Budden again. And he's like, yo, man, why don't you? How did he put it?
Give back to the country. Play the clip.
Yeah, give back to the people. You know, it's on my other phone.
Let me see if I can find. Oh no, that was your other phone. I think the more communicaste.
Hay more comedy casting. More YouTube YouTube shorts. But basically, it's like, yo, why don't you give back to the people? And it's like, nigga,
Give back what? Like merchandise? Like do a free show or what?
Yeah, like just give back. Do some free shit. He's like, niggas are not paying for the music already.
Yeah.
Why niggas gotta give back to the culture? Like, cool, these big brands, they don't
Brands-
give back to the.
no
You don't,
brands
you don't
give
tell
back.
brands to give back.
Yeah,
Why niggas gotta give back?
But brands do give back. They do corporate social responsibility.
No, 100%. They got that.
And everybody does some philanthropism of some sort.
Sure.
So
But as an independent artist or celebrity now, you're now a millionaire. You're making money. Nah, nigga, why am I giving back? Already, I'm not making money from the
From
thing,
the street- from the thing that I do.
That I do. I'm making this money elsewhere.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's tough because in SA, Leronamona was struggling to find it, like outside of performing. How the fuck else are we supposed to make money from music? Bro?
bruh, you do this, you do a podcast,
You
then
know what I
hope
mean?
it picks up, you freaking sell merch, I don't know.
You get what I'm saying?
After that, it becomes real tricky.
It's a lot.
I think we're in the era now where artists are waking up to the Spotify kind of like scam.
Sure.
Because one thing I peeped is that Spotify was made for the consumer, and for the consumer it's great,
Yeah.
right? It solves that whole issue of bootlegging. In fact, it's like you wish you could go back to bootlegging
Yeah.
because that was better.
It was better. At least you made some money.
That was
dog.
better, dog.
You lost some, but
you lost
made,
some, but you made people
some
paid.
money, bro.
Your fans paid for your music.
Yeah.
Now your fans, they don't need
It's
to
not
pay
even
for
a
your
thought,
music,
bro.
It's not even a thought.
People think music is free, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, Jiggy, you're paying what? How much is Spotify now?
69
69 rand a
69
month. You
rand
don't-
a month for all the music,
All the
in,
music
the world.
dog. You don't even think about that 60
That's not
bucks.
even a price
CD,
of one
dog.
a CD. That's not even a price of one CD, dog. So I mean, you can't blame the consumer for enjoying a solution that's been put out, but from the artist's point of view, it's like time to be like, okay, now how do we solve this problem? And
And it's building your own platforms, right? Not like body podcast like this, right? Where we sell our music directly. And I'm gonna say it like it is, right? With us, this thing, yeah, Spotify and whatever, yes, our music will eventually get there, right? But with the next album that we're putting out, like y'all gonna have to get it from us directly.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
for a minute.
For a
For a
minute,
minute. If
like
you want it, if
cash,
you want it when it's free, if you want it fresh off the press,
yeah,
you're gonna have to buy it from us.
from buy
You're gonna have to buy it
direct
from
from the
us
source, bro.
because
You know, we've put a lot of effort, money
yeah,
into
it's
this project.
expensive. I mean, that's why it takes so long for music to come out, guys. I mean, Tanasu in 2020.
2020.
It's 2024 now, which will be dropping in a couple of months. But the reason it takes so long is because you want to make something that's gonna last,
Yeah,
right? And we've got enough other music to just give away for free.
for free.
So we're gonna keep doing that, putting out the free music.
And the standard of the free music is not the same. Like I
Yeah,
think when we do like album shit, as opposed to just doing a song,
yeah.
it's a different
It's a
energy.
different.
There's different effort that goes into it. Rewriting, re-picking a beat. Like nah, this beat doesn't slap the
And it
same.
doesn't
Like
slap
how many
anymore.
times do certain songs
We've
change
changed.
beats?
I think there's 3 tracks on the album where we have changed the beat
Yeah,
completely.
completely. And it changes the
It
energy
changes
of
the
the
energy of song.
song.
That
The
means
way
you have to re-record. Sometimes you have to re-record the verse because
you know.
it's not flowing the same. So
You know what I mean? And
that's
we're lucky that we've got resources that we've invested in that allow us to
to be able
do
to
this shit
do that.
ourselves
Yeah.
without having to pay for studio time. And so Nahana, a dude out there who doesn't have what we have and has to constantly pay for studio time.
Yeah.
We're lucky enough that we don't really ever often get charged for verses. Gents are always willing to just kind of
Work with us
work
out
with
of
us and
mutual
you
respect
know what I
and
mean,
just
for
want to
for
be
the
a
sake
part
of
of
the
the
music
movement.
type of thing. But that's not always the case with niggas,
Yeah.
and how to perform,
Mm.
so where's this money coming from?
Mm.
It's from other means of income,
Other
bro.
means of income. We all have
you
day
know
jobs.
yeah,
We're all pushing. We've got merch that we sell, and I guess you just gotta try and figure out how best to create art with the means you have at your disposal, right? If it means leasing beats instead of buying them outright, if it means
and
um,
actually it's a nice thing you mentioned there about beats. Don't be buying beats, bro.
yeah, I mean, depending on your
like
audience, how
like I don't understand, like, unless you're a big artist, man, like
mm,
a Benna Boy, KO, even KO
he leases
leased
beats.
he leased the beat,
He
and people
leased
try to
his
shit on
biggest
him
hit. His biggest hit.
Sete.
He said that, yeah.
Leased that shit.
Made no
You know
difference.
what I mean?
Made no difference. Still blew up. Still was number one
You know what I'm
for
saying?
how
Now,
many weeks?
yeah. Why
Yeah.
must you outright own it? Like, nah, bro.
We're living in an age now where you can even buy AI generated beats, dog. You can buy AI generated
Generative
beats
beats, yeah.
without any kind of licensing issues.
Mm,
And for somebody who's starting out, particularly, that's where you should be going
yeah.
because you want the most
Can you make a dope song?
low,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
You're essentially practicing your art, how to put music out, and
100%.
so why would you invest all this money into something that you know is not going to generate money kopele anyway? What you're trying to do in the beginning is create a loyal following that's going to want to pay
100%.
for your music. And then
And
once you have that, that's when you can
and
start thinking about
and
that.
if you look at the numbers, right? If you take a song, say the song gets 250,000 streams,
Mm,
right? Or let's say an album,
mm,
right? You take the album. Tanasu, last time we checked, like 2021, 2022,
mm.
250,000 streams,
Okay.
um, fucking less than 10 grand.
Yeah, I mean that's
What?
where it's at, bro.
What?
That's where it's at.
But
Let's
if you think about how much we spent,
if we
one plus one is not
what
two.
about if we spent to the value of the features
The
that we
features and
got?
all of that.
Imagine we had paid
Every
people
every single one
the
that was
extra.
on there.
Imagine you're looking
You know what I
at
mean?
close to $1 million
It's
of
ridiculous.
money that you're spending on a project to get 10,000 back.
10,000 rand. It's
So
ridiculous.
yeah, I mean that's why people say the music industry is dying because the incentive is just not there, bruh. You know, unless you like
I
you
think it's the easy access to music, and if as as we grow and our brand develops, I think making music scarce to our fans, like they must understand that, like if you want this shit, then you gotta pay,
mm,
you know,
mm,
and it's not gonna be easy
to access our
to
music.
access our
Mm,
music, but
mm,
it's also a risky thing where you know you're obviously limiting yourself, your visibility to new audiences, but that at least would allow us to
know
do our
what
own.
exactly do we
Yeah,
have
with
to
that,
work with?
yeah, with that little money, if we've got 5,000 people
Mm,
that are constantly like engaging with our shit,
mm,
right? From that 5,000, take 1% of them
mm,
or 10%. What I don't know what the metric is
yeah,
1%, 10%, and monetize that,
yeah. Like
right?
when you see who's willing to pay,
Mm,
then you know what you're working with. Even if you say, okay, we've only got 100 actual hardcore fans who
mm.
pay for our music.
If each of those
If each
niggas
of
spend
those
$100 a
pay,
month,
yeah,
or that's 60
or
bucks a month,
50 rand, whatever amount it is,
mm,
you know what you're working
yeah,
with. Whereas it's like this pie in the sky thing, you don't know how well the song's gonna do. You don't
mm,
know whether how many sales are gonna come in. I think the Spotify is great for creating an audience, but in terms, it's not great for monetizing that audience.
not at all.
So I don't know. We trying to figure it out now. Things are going to be very different coming, and we haven't released the album name yet, ne?
No,
Yeah, we'll be. It's coming soon.
we've said it. If you're paying attention, you'll know what's really good.
Yeah,
But
but
soon enough.
yeah, soon enough we'll be dropping, but we're going to be very intentional about how we provide access to that, and I
Mm.
think that's what every artist has to do now.
Word. And honestly, it's not us being hard headed or anything. Like we are hoping that y'all really fucks with us and
Mm,
really, you know, support the initiative
mm,
and say like, yo man, these niggas are trying to do something different.
mm,
And if we are able to succeed at it, you know, that will help other cats to follow suit and be like, yo man, let's try and do what these cats are doing because
mm.
there's a benefit
For
for you, the
everybody.
artist,
Mm.
and you, the consumer. You're supporting something and helping it grow. You know, this shit ain't free, guys.
Yeah,
This shit ain't free.
I think there needs to be kind of like an element of consciousness in the consumer as well to
Mm,
realize that there's experience that's happening on the other side of the music that they need to be aware of.
mm,
That there's a lot of sweat and tears that goes into making the music,
mm,
and by simply streaming it, it doesn't help you getting more music. It means that if you don't support in other ways, there's a less likelihood that you're gonna get more music from that artist.
100%.
So by finding ways to support the artist, obviously it's on the artist to provide those avenues.
Mm,
So have a website where you can say, subscribe to this, subscribe to that, buy this merch, buy that. If you have that, then it's on the consumer to be like, listen, love what you're doing, want to see more of it. Here's a pinkies, here's a clipper,
mm,
here's whatever,
mm.
you know.
And I, it's, I'm by no means shitting on South African support base, but we don't we don't support financially the way the rest of the world does, bro. Like in America, a lot of these artists are able to blow up
Mm.
in their communities,
Yes, yes.
in their
That's
cities.
what makes them go to another level.
You know
It's
what I
because they
mean?
blow up in
They
their
blow up in
communities
their
first.
communities. They make money in their
Mm,
communities. They
mm,
get supported financially. They, you know,
mm,
people don't want to just get free shit all the time.
mm.
And if we could, you know, rebuild that kind of culture, bro, it would be dope. When Bojaba were coming up, I don't think they had that issue of people not spending money.
Yeah,
Like
but I
when
mean that
you
was
saw
because
Jabba, go rekiswa dikhipa ko show, unthatha ipaelo sa botse. Pow. Give me that skipper. Now you gotta negotiate for everything. You know,
Yeah, but I think I don't know. I don't know about that. I think that's more an issue of supply and demand. You know, the if people want your shit, they'll buy your shit, and if they're not buying it, it's a sign that they don't want it. You know, the issue is, you know, you have to create a compelling offering for the consumer. You
yeah,
know, people are not just gonna buy shit
just to
because
buy shit. Yeah,
just to support.
100%,
It's not
100%.
everybody's your friends and family, dog. Some people,
Work hard
it's
for their
tough in
money,
the
though.
economy, dog.
Yeah.
This Ramaphosa economy is tough.
They work
You
hard
know,
for their money.
people work hard for their money, but you can't just expect them to give you their money. So, I think it's on the artist to create something of value that people will want to buy, and it's on the consumer to realize that if they don't support, they're not gonna get more.
Mm,
You know.
mm.
Hey, Mari serious topic.
It's
Can we end on
serious, dog.
on a lighter note?
I'm trying to find a lighter note in our notes here. I don't
Um,
know, man. Do you see? Do you see? No, let's end this one with the Kanye clip I posted on my story yesterday. Oh,
uh,
he's talking about how he. Let me find it. I gotta.
does he say that he's the every genre
Yeah.
ever? My God, bro.
I love that guy, bro. I love Kanye, bro. Like he's the one. So the way he put it, and for me, it's the last thing he says, right? Um, it's like now I invented the genre of making your money, like
making
let
your
me
own money.
read it.
And of this music game, I am, but not under Lucian. You know what I'm saying? I done invented every style of music of the past 20 years. I created the genre. I created weekend genre, Trav, Drake. You know, I'm going ahead and say, with all love, Future and Thug also, because the auto-tune album, 808s. If you think about it, no one think about it. Everybody think about Trav, Weekend, and Drake, but no one thinks about Future and Thug also, the auto-tune album. Now, everyone, they added what it was to it, but here's a new genre. It's called making your own money genre.
You
Oh
know,
my
and
gosh, bruh.
and the fucked up thing is he's right, bro.
He's not right.
He's right.
He's not right.
To a certain degree.
He's not right.
To a certain degree, the auto tune one I
Nah,
can do mainly
no, the auto
because
tune one is
that's T
that's T
Pain.
Pain, exactly.
That's T Pain and Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Not
give it
even
to
Lil
them,
Wayne.
bro.
That's T
That's
Pain.
T-Pain.
That's T Pain, dog. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about, bruh? Nah. First of all,
You know what I mean?
that was the auto tune was T
That's
Pain,
T
and then
Pain.
secondly, you can't say every genre of
Every
music, bruh.
genre, bro.
What were we listening to before Kanye West? Before Kanye West, what were we doing? Were we just what? What were we listening to then? You know what I mean?
I
There
love
was
this
the
nigga,
Jay
bro.
Z before Kanye West. Who was making that?
Who
What
was
about
making
Premier and
that
them
shit?
and
You know what I'm
niggas?
saying,
Huh?
dog? Like
Nah, nah.
Kanye puts himself at the.
No, but you know
Yo,
what is the genius of it all? He says this shit because he knows we're gonna talk
we're
about
gonna
it,
talk about it.
and then
100%.
we're gonna repost and repost and repost,
Yeah.
and he will just stay relevant for. It's like
Forever.
what Nota does.
Ugh, don't compare Kanye to Montana.
I take it back. I'm so
Disrespectful.
sorry. I take it
Disrespectful.
back.
Like, yo,
I take it
I'm
back.
so glad I haven't come across anything Nota
In a
in a
while. I'm
while,
so
bro. I mean,
glad.
you know,
Yeah, but
we needed
okay,
a
so not
breather
like
from him.
what Nota does,
Sure.
but he basically says it for shock value.
Mm.
And then that shock value is what gets him marketing mileage out of shit.
Oh, wait.
Even that Super Bowl ad.
That
is
was genius, though. That was fucking
genius,
genius.
bro. It
That
was even
was-
funny the way the ad itself, you
Yeah.
know. YEEZY.com.
Oh, it's yay, bro.
Yeah,
It's yay.
no,
And you know the crazy thing about that whole stunt, right, was it was more so a research thing for him to look at demand for his product. So pricing, because initially when I heard about the pricing being everything is $20, was someone was saying it's the anniversary, college dropout, 20 years. You know, I was like, "Oh, that makes sense." But the genius of it is that him pricing everything at $20, he was able to see what do I need to work on more? What do people fucks with? What is not really the nana? And go back and so research and
Yeah,
development,
and
right?
and you can see what is not um where the price is not when the price obstacle is removed. You
Yes,
can see
you can see exactly
exactly
what
people
people
what
will
people
fucks
want.
with. You know what I mean? And then also the lead times on the merch itself was a few weeks,
Okay.
right? So it gives him time to actually. He doesn't have to go make this shit. It
Before.
and then start selling. Like he takes the orders, people pay, use that money to go. Spend what 7 million for that ad
Yeah,
spot.
and he made about
Made 19 million.
yeah. That's
That's a
that's
new
genius.
genre.
That's
Making your own money, nigga. It's yay, dog. I
a
love this
new
nigga, man.
genre. Hey
I love this
man,
nigga, bro.
he's a character, bro.
You
That's one
know,
guy where if he had a reality show, I would
I'll be
watch
up in
the
there, bro.
shit out of that, bro. I would watch the
Yo, that
shit out
nigga's
of it.
interesting, bro. Like
Yeah.
crazy, but like good crazy.
You
Good
can't
crazy.
look away.
You can't, bro. You can't, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Anything else, man? Lighter note.
No. I think that's about it, man. I see the episodes are increasing. Every episode we started got 20 minutes, went to
Sure.
25. Now I see we're
You
pushing one
know.
hour episodes.
Yeah,
Eh?
no, we can't go down now.
Yeah, no, I
We
mean,
can't go
but what do
down.
you think about that? Because I mean, I feel like there's a limit, man. Because when I look at Joe Rogan, for example, great podcast, I need to be able to listen in one sitting, bruh. But
Yeah.
his podcasts are 3 hours,
Three
bruh.
hours, bro. Like, but
And
the beauty of it is that podcasts like that you can, excuse me, you can play the audio version of it. You know what I mean? It's always nicer to watch it, but yeah, I ain't got 3 hours to sit down and watch. It's more than a bioscope.
bruh,
You
it's
know what I
long,
mean?
dog.
It's long.
It's long, dog.
And yes, I don't want to get to that point, but if the conversation is moving naturally, then don't cut it off. I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
we started at a short period, because we wanted to figure out,
What's going on? What are we
what's going
doing?
on, what are
What's
we
best for
doing,
the
how do
audience?
we gel in this kind of situation, and also getting a new audience, like the few people that watched this thing, they liked the fact that it was short,
Exactly.
because I'm not gonna sit
Exactly.
and listen to niggas I don't know
For
for
now, for 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah,
Like, hold
exactly.
up, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
slowly, you can see that people are actually watching, most of the episode. So that's what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think this is kind of part of the because we're still in the early phases. It's only episode 11. You guys who are watching should be, if you can, please, drop suggestions. It's too long. It's fine the way it is. Some episodes long, some episodes short. It's fine. It's not that deep. Let us know what you think. Where do you want to see the podcast going? Do you guys like the content? Because I'm starting to see a lot of repetitive topics also coming about.
Yeah.
Eventually we're gonna run out of how many times we can say
We can say certain things, right? Yeah.
because essentially we're rappers talking about rap. So
Yeah.
how much variety can we get in the end? And I guess that's the challenge, is to keep it
Yeah.
fresh. But if you guys could contribute by in the comments saying what you'd like us to discuss, what's topical, put links in the comments.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you guys are the ones watching, so
Yeah.
let us know what you want to get our
It's
opinions on.
as much as it's a conversation between us, it's a conversation with y'all. We're trying to build a community, a space where we can share ideas and agree and disagree. We don't all have to be on the same wavelength, but yeah, that's what it's about.
One idea that's come out in the recent comments is guys want to call in.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we have the technical capabilities.
I think the voice note. We can take the voice note.
Take the voice note, ne?
Yeah, like
All right.
if you have something to say, and about this number, ma'am. tla be ke itse ngwana
No,
thata.
bruh, get a burner, bruh. Jeez. You know what I'm gonna
Now,
we'll get a burner
I mean,
number.
my numbers now become like the H1 comedy line. You know what I mean? I've got my own personal
Oh, you've
number
got a personal number and there's a hash one
for
community
my
number.
piece. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we'll give people that number.
Yeah.
If you want to say something on a podcast, send a voice note and we'll create a segment. Yeah, the voice note and
And we'll chop it
we'll,
up about
we'll
whatever you've got to share.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Anything you've come across, whether it's music or but again, pop culture. Anything that you've come across that you think we should discuss. Nasi will put the number on the
Actually,
screen.
no, better yet, it's in your number. Comedycast Instagram, man. Drop voice notes in there.
Oh, you can. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Just drop a voice
Actually,
note in there because then
on Instagram.
your information is all up
Yeah,
in there. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
because then you will have your tag. You don't have to say
Yeah.
it's Busiso from Umhlanga.
You know that clip, yeah. The lady who called into Motsweding. Ababua Zulu. Kunjani. Kunjani. Mama Motsweding.
I haven't seen it.
Dog. I call correct. Kunjani. You know what I mean? But yeah,
That's a
hit
much
up-
better idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Comedy Cast, man. We're trying
Comedy
to grow that
Instagram.
Instagram page. It's we're putting clips of the podcast on there. We have a
You know.
playlist that we
drop once a month.
Once a month at the
Yeah.
last Friday of every month.
You know.
Listen to that. Send us your track suggestions for the Comedy Cast playlist. You know.
Away.
Ultimately, this is kind of us trying to build our own community of like-minded and not necessarily same-minded or agreeing on everything, but
Word.
people who are interested in the same kind of conversations that
No
we
doubt.
are.
And I mean, also artists have been hitting me up about like doing reviews
Yeah.
of their music.
Okay.
You know, a review is tough. A review is tough because, yeah, man, it's
subjective.
It's I really don't want to do reviews, but I want to put artists on like and say, yo, check this one out, check this one out. So from the next few episodes, I think we can start doing that. If you're an artist and you want us to, talk
Listen
about
to your
something
music.
that you got coming out or something that you've dropped, hit us up.
Comedy Cast. That's what,
Comedy
again.
Cast,
Drop
man.
your links in there. We'll listen to it, and then we'll only go give feedback on the ones we like.
On the ones we like. If we don't like
If
it,
we don't like it,
we're not going to
we're
say.
not gonna trash it.
Yeah,
we're
you know
just
what I
gonna
mean?
not give it any shine.
Yeah.
I think that's a better way
That's a better way. Yeah.
to do reviews because
what I mean?
ultimately you don't wanna.
Yeah, man. Don't want to discourage people, man.
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
sensitive about my shit too.
Yeah.
You know, you don't like it, nigga. What?
Didn't somebody say
You know
that
what
to
I
you
mean?
when you said "fuck you, go suck a dick"?
Yeah, he called me a bitch ass nigga, bro. On my he came onto my Instagram
On your Instagram.
and he's like, "Yo, this is a local platform." I'm like, "Local nigga, this is my fucking
Page.
Instagram page, nigga. I talk about what I want to talk about. You know what I mean?" And then he's just hating on me, bro. And I went to go check out
His music.
his handle, and I was like, to top it off, you're even whack, nigga. Like, it's like, yeah, one day you'll be a fan, you bitch ass nigga. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I don't need this energy,
Yeah.
So let's be kind out here, man.
Yeah.
We don't wanna, tell artists that they trash and they whack and whatnot. And if you do send and we don't mention it on the pod, I think at best we'll hit you back up on a DM and see like, yo, you know what I mean? Keep pushing.
Yeah. So some
Try this,
encouragement,
try
give you
that.
some tips.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Or where you can improve. I've realized that with because I've got like I'm sure you also have like nephews that are like
Yeah.
man, what should I do if I wanna rap?
Sure.
My immediate tip is just listen to better music, better artists.
Yeah.
Because when you listen to good artists, then you set your own bar
But some
internally
people
of what
are
is
tone
good.
deaf, bro.
No, I mean there's the difference between tone deaf and having no talent. That's the difference. So if you have no talent, there's no amount of listening to Kendrick Lamar
That
that's
will
gonna
change
make
that.
it. So it's not about being tone deaf. I'm saying if you have something and you know you have something,
Yeah.
listen to the
We're
best
speaking to
people
the
in that
talented.
genre that you wanna make. Listen to that. I mean, I have a lady. He's actually got something. Like he's got something. Like he
Oh,
knows
well.
how to put a hook together and stuff like that. And he makes trap. And I told him, listen, go listen to JR's last album was a trap album. Very dope. Listen to that. Listen to the best in the genre that you want to make.
Yeah.
And then by osmosis, because it happens by osmosis, you pick things
Pick
up.
things up.
Ebile
Yeah.
o sa lemoge
And
gore you picking it up.
being experimental, man. Like another homie hit me up in my DMs and he's like from Massachusetts, bro.
Okay.
Dope. I don't know. I played the song,
Mm.
and I don't know if you wanted me to like put him on or I don't know what the
What
objective
the objective
was.
was?
Like,
What did he say in
and it's like,
in
yo,
the
check out
chat?
my music. Maybe you can put me on. I'm like, bro, I'm small time in terms of I don't have that much influence, but artists from
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts are like reaching out,
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
was dope. Give it a listen, but I was like, okay, he's his first song, he's trying, but it's that generic flow, So for me, I can't say it's whack, but I can't. It didn't move
It
me. It
doesn't
didn't.
move
It
you.
doesn't.
Yeah.
It's nothing wow. It's nothing new. It's nothing like It's nothing unique about it. So I think when you're making music and like think beyond just rap and that 1, 2, 3, 4 rap style and punchline raps and like just try and be different, study the literature of hip hop, like what makes Jay-Z different from Pac and Nas and all these artists, what separates them from each other, and learn the different things that they adopt into their styles, beat choices, why they do what they do.
Why they celebrated? I mean,
Yeah.
the conversation around Busta Rhymes always comes up. He don't got bars like that, but he has created a lane
A
for
lane for
himself
himself.
that he is the best at that thing.
And you don't even think about Busta's bars like that. You don't
He's not in
like
that
it's
lane.
you're like, man, this
It's
is
nice.
nice.
This is just nice.
dog.
It's just nice.
You know what I mean? I'm not concerned
Yeah,
about how if the metaphor is it's nice.
Yeah,
And
so
that's all you want really is for people to go like, yo, this is nice.
and what happened with most of us, well, me definitely, is that you gravitate to the people that you like and they wow you. The people that wow you is like, wow, I I don't know how he did that. I don't think I could do that. For me, that's the people that wowed me. Is like, yeah, that's special. I can't
Yeah.
do that. And then you pick up what makes it so special, and out of that, you try and make
You
your
try and
own
make your own
version
thing, bro.
of every different influence. That's why people ask you who your influence is. It's always a little bit of everybody.
Word.
Who would you say your top 5 influences are in your, not just that inspired you to become a
In
rapper,
terms of my style,
in terms of your style? What do you think, if someone was to dissect it, who would they pick up most?
I think off the rip, Busta Rhymes comes to mind. Common is a big influence, right? Um, recently,
His
Wizkid, man.
kid, yeah, it's coming through. It's coming through
Recently,
in the
Wizkid is a
music.
big influence.
Yeah.
You know, um, Cooley dog, Cooley Chana,
Coolie Chana,
Cooley Chana
the
is
flow, son. The
I think-
flow, son.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
that's what 4.
that's 4.
Um, damn, bro. The last one is a little bit tough because I I don't know, hey, because I try and not sound like the people that
Influence
influence
you,
me,
yeah.
right? Um, I really don't know who the fifth
the
would
fifth one
be,
is?
bro.
Okay, let me go to mine. Maybe one of mine will be there. My top 5 influences. First one is Eminem.
Sure.
Definitely, it comes through in my raps. Even the content being outlandish.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes also, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jabba is one of my big influences. And then after that, it's becoming a little bit more tricky. Fonte from Little Brother.
Okay. Okay.
Fonte from Little Brother. He's the one that's like, when I think like a rhyme is not strong enough. Like it's too.
What will Fonte do?
What will Fonte do in this situation right here? You know, he's the guy that I'll be like,
Sure.
yeah, man.
I mean, he dropped the verse on whatever you say that didn't rhyme. What?
Yeah,
the whole
whatever
verse
you
didn't
said,
rhyme,
he
bro.
did a whole verse, and then at the end of the verse he says, "And that verse didn't rhyme,"
You
and
know
then
what
you
I
don't
mean?
even notice
You know what I mean?
until he says that, and it's like
actually.
mind blown, bro. So yeah, Fonte, in terms of like wow factor,
Okay.
and then in terms of experimenting, I like to say 3 Stacks because he doesn't put himself in a box. Like you never know what he doesn't have a flow.
He doesn't have a phone.
He doesn't have a flow, dog. He just does whatever the song requires,
Yeah.
and I like that a lot. So I'd say those 5.
I feel you.
Have you thought of your 5th yet?
I don't think there's anybody specific, but 5th would be like the UK rap, bro. Just all
Just
them
generally the
niggas.
genre.
Like all them niggas is just yo, Gets is heavy.
Gets is heavy.
Gets is heavy.
Chip.
Chipmunk. Bro.
Chipmunk.
You know, not so much what's his name? The tall
It's Kano.
dark guy. Kano at the beginning. Like
Kano.
those
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kano I used to listen to a lot of Kano. I haven't bumped him in a long time. But yeah, just the UK, you know, especially when I think from the way they approach like Afrobeat and hip hop, like I kind of take that as one little big bag and I steal from a lot of pockets in there, bro.
Yeah. In
You
fact, for
know,
me, the most hip hop I listen to is that UK rap because
Yeah.
for me it's more the standard is more higher
Yeah.
in terms of different artists.
100%.
I think for me that's where I'd say no, they bapusha gara.
Aware.
Bapusha.
And I mean, if you listen to Basadi Lax, there's a lot of UK influence
yeah.
in that project, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think there's any one person, but yeah, that style is like really, really fucking with me right now.
Yeah, Bafweru. So that's episode 11. It's been a good one.
We thank you.
Well, thank you.
For,
you could have been anywhere else in the world,
know,
but you're here with us.
yeah, man. We appreciate it. And let's rock and roll some more.
Rock and roll some more.
Until
to be
next time.
continued.
Peace.
Cause you were about to palama the ride of your life in my belly before then I'm a